Question in my consciousness.
Question.
What a joke, huh?
Well, in my mind.
What a, you have a mind? Yeah, this ownership. So this mind you have is shit, huh? The consciousness you have is shit. Because whatever can be owned is shit. My shit. So I'm that what cares about his own shit. It's my shit.
How realize that
What?
is a seed? How you realize that is a seed?
Yeah, because it's fleeting. It's whatever is called shit or empty experiences, imaginary, sensational, whatever, fleeting experiences.
Yeah.
I call it shit because it's not shit.
Yeah.
That's why I say it's shit.
How you
because
commit this commit negativity? When negativity coming up?
Negative is not negative. I'm a farmer. For me, shit is very fruit. Everything is futile. Shit only brings something up. Shit is the best you can have if you're a farmer. Only for city people it's bad. For cowboys, shit is fantastic. I'm a cowboy. I'm a German cowboy. And I like cow shit. When I was young as a boy, I was stepping into it, and then the shit coming through it was heaven. It is heaven.
Especially in the storm.
Warm, fresh hands. Stepping into it. In India, they make the floors with it, and the ladies are washing their hair with urine, cow urine. So why do you think I'm negative with it? I'm absolutely positive about shit.
No. And I'm not judging anything.
No?
No, not at all.
Not me. So for me, shit is wonderful.
Yeah, I see now.
Full of wonder.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, so he has wonderful shit in his. Full of wonder. His mind is full of wonder. Every day he is wondering what comes next. What the mind comes up with next. It's like a miracle waking up in me. A mind. I never can control this thing. Total freedom of a mind. It's called, who is just fucking around and I cannot even stop the fucking.
But if you know, the first time you see the shit, no? Like a baby, they don't know shit.
That's what I say.
Yeah, they come in like this, no?
But I don't know shit either, I step into it.
Yeah, but you know because of your step is shit.
Yeah,
but if somebody
I
knows
love
the
it.
shit,
I love it.
then yeah.
I love it. She wants to go back to the baby who's eating her own shit.
Yeah, I see many
Yeah, I eat my shit too.
Yeah.
If you eat vegetables, well, it came out of shit. Transformation of shit. So just showing itself as a vegetable or whatever. You eat shit every day. It's just a different form of shit. So what's the problem? I have no problem with shit. And mind is just a different information of shit. And shit happens, nothing else happens. Only shit happens. Because shit never happens. The knowledge never happens. The knowledge never shows itself. But whatever shows itself, it fits because I call it shit and shit. It's always quite close, and the nature of shit is shit. So even the nature of shit is shit. So sat, shit, ananda. There is no different in nature, that's all. So the nature of shit is shit. So sat, shit, ananda. The happiness of enjoying your shit. And the happiness that you cannot enjoy yourself as you are. The shit you are cannot be enjoyed by you. So you have to enjoy yourself in shit. It is your shit. So in that sense you are the absolute, in German I call it asshole. This is all your shit. And you express yourself, it's little assholes, but the little assholes are just part of the absolute asshole. You are. So just it fits. I just make it like that you have, like you can imagine it how it works. And I like the absolute paranormal. You can call him asshole, he never minds anything. Your nature never minds to be called anything. You can call it underwear or Joni, You can call it lingam, joni, something else. The Indians are very free in it. They call it even the Kant. We have a philosopher in Germany, Kant. Always when I'm in America, he said, even Kant said. Can said. I didn't say it, but Mr. Kent. So in that sense, I love it. I love that what I am can never be experienced in anything. So I enjoy the emptiness of what shit or whatever. And actually, the only thing what is an illusion that you limit yourself by this little. You say, she again.
No, never.
Then it's him.
It's him.
Always.
Always. It's you too. No, the only dream is that you limit yourself by this little mind ownership. Your owner, you are the absolute owner of whatever is and is not. You are the owner himself. You are not limited by this little ownership.
I'm witnessing my mind owning a thought already that I'm witnessing the mind saying, I already know this.
Yeah.
So my mind is already taking ownership of what,
why not?
of what you're saying.
Just take it. Just make out of the little minds the cosmic consciousness, because it's just like shifting from this little ownership to the absolute ownership. So the mind becomes, because the mind already is not different from the absolute consciousness. The cosmic consciousness is not different from the little consciousness. So in nature, it knows. So it shifts automatically, but just I'm talking to the cosmic consciousness, it shifts automatically to the cosmic consciousness. But if I would try to make the little one big, by understanding, it never works. Me just talking to what that is. What is mind? Because that what is mind is absolute consciousness. There's nothing but consciousness in anything, and that is always absolute. So even as little mind, it's absolute consciousness. And then it may, by me talking to it, and not confirming his little ownership, tra-la-la, he just, he cannot otherwise as follow me into that what is his nature. Not minding him. Because in that it's cosmic consciousness, not knowing consciousness. So without knowership. So it becomes from the personal to the impersonal. This little shift. That's not so bad, but it's not good enough. It's not so bad. Because you always come back here, because you can expand and then it shrink again, and then you need another shrink. Who tells you what it means. Shrinking, opening, another satori, another one, and shrinking back, a satori. Because that is the nature of a satori. You go from this little identification to the openness of where there is no one who is identified, but you always come back to this one. So what to do? Maybe this is the way you realize yourself. As little and big. But the big is not better than the little. What you are doesn't make any discrimination. It is as good as little as big, because the little, by experiencing himself as little, it doesn't become little. And experiencing itself as big, it doesn't become big. So there is no quality difference. The quality of the little one is the quality of the big one. So the hit of the little ship is as the nature of the big ship. So, and I'm sitting here and just pointing to it, because just by talking to what I am, it shifts automatically, and back and forwards, and maybe after a while you don't care anymore what you experience yourself. That's all. This carelessness I'm talking about, that what you are is in spite of the way you experience yourself, what it is, not because of. You never become born because out of that experience of being born. There's no one who is born in it, so, but you believe in it. Now, you have this problem of this birth illusion. So what to do? No, now it's too late. Now to get rid of it is impossible.
If a person, for lack of terminology, if a person is in a state where they're going from ego consciousness to something greater, like you said, going into Satori.
The person cannot join the cosmic consciousness. That's the whole problem. Well, the person stays here.
No, understood.
No,
but if the personal identity is reasserting itself.
No, it's just gone.
And then dissolving.
But it's 90% of the day you are gone. You don't know what happened.
Well, for people that aren't fully established in the self.
People are not established. Consciousness plays the role of a person very perfectly.
No, I understand.
There's no one who is established in anything. Never was, never will.
No, to me that's semantics. It's just...
No, it's not semantic. It's just I'm turning around to ideas that you have consciousness. Consciousness has you.
Right, I'm just trying to describe something with the best words that I have possible. And
I'm giving you my best words.
Okay. Touche. But
and both are empty things.
If there is the personal I, me,
there is one. I talk to you. There must be one. Otherwise, there would be no possibility of communicating.
Well, you had mentioned carelessness.
Your carelessness is your nature, but that you cannot gain.
If consciousness...
It still not be your carelessness.
If consciousness is revealing itself by its own accord.
It's not revealing itself. It cannot reveal itself because there are no two consciousnesses. Come on, what are you talking about?
If the illusion of the false self falls away...
What consciousness needs to drop the false to be the consciousness? Only a false needs to drop the false.
So the false illusion...
The false drops the false. Who fucking cares if a false consciousness dropping a false consciousness? Huh? Oh, tell me. Me cares about a false consciousness dropping a false consciousness. So what? This is me.
So what?
Yeah, what? Miserable me. Trying to get out of his misery. Try harder.
No misery.
There's misery because there's a me.
Embrace the misery.
Who fucking has to embrace any misery? Me. Wanting to control misery, and that makes him even more miserable me. Who needs to embrace anything? Maybe a bracelets or something.
Bracelets?
I don't know. Embrace. Bracelets. I need to correct him. I'm correcting him. No, I need correction. My English is so pure. Poor. Unspoiled by grammatic and semantic. You know I'm very bad. I'm very bad. So what was your point?
Are you advocating effort for someone who's living in the illusion? There's a sense of me here, they're suffering. Are you advocating effort?
No.
Or letting things unfold by their own accord? Or
never. For me, I have this problem. I don't see any sufferer. So why should I care about anyone claiming that he's suffering?
I never mentioned suffering.
You said it. There's one in misery, one me in misery.
No,
which is another name for suffering.
I don't believe I did. I think you may have heard
What
me
did
wrong.
you say?
I didn't mention misery.
You mentioned misery.
No.
You said it.
No.
There's someone who is in what? What was it? What did you say?
Suffering.
Huh?
Suffering.
Suffering is sad. Yes, I heard.
Well, you had brought up suffering.
No, no. They all hear it. They're all my friends.
It's on tape.
You think I've been listening to So what did you say?
No, it wasn't. It had nothing to do with suffering. It was just a matter of effort or just letting things spontaneously unfold on their own.
Both is ideas.
Okay.
Both is ideas. For me, there is no spontaneous anything. For me, everything is always there. For me, there is nothing ever happened. There is a silent block of existence, and all the events which come is already there. There is no spontaneity in anything.
Well, for a person,
all of that is depending on an I who believes that he is born and something happens. And for me, this is fiction. So whatever comes from the first fiction is fiction too. Even the Jesus being on the cross is crucifixion. It's all fiction from the beginning.
But it brings me back to then, who are you?
Can you just get an answer and not making a...
Oh, please.
You're very generous. And I would not call it anything. Not even knowledge or anything. I give a fuck about it. I'm absolutely, there's an absolute peace, I would you ask me, by not knowing what I am and what I'm not. And all the rest is fiction. This not knowing myself, absolutely, as what, not knowing what I am and what I'm not, absolutely, neither including nor excluding anything. I rest in that alone, because that is the only thing that gives total satisfaction. And not depending on any understanding or any bloody word, me and I, and fiction or not fiction. So being your natural state, absolutely not knowing what you are and what you're not. That is what I'm trying to present. And the rest is...
Shit?
Yeah. Fiction, call it shit or call it fiction or call it empty. It's empty. Empty in the sense it cannot make you what you are and cannot unmake you. So it doesn't make you more or less as you are. So that's it. I'm enjoying the shit, the emptiness, moment by moment, because I cannot get less or more by it. Anyway. That's all. So I cannot not know myself less than by whatever. Or more. So I talk about your natural state all the time, which absolutely doesn't know what is a natural state. Not knowing at all what is your natural or not unnatural state. There is not even an idea of natural in that. So there is not an idea of unnatural, whatever. So in that sense, I am that in no sense, because I cannot sense what I am. I am in no sense. I tried to find myself in something, and I couldn't find myself. And I agree with Niragada, this is the ultimate medicine. Not finding yourself in any circumstance, in any state, in any whatever, of the 7 United States of consciousness. So not that I could not find myself in any conscious state, unconscious, whatever, awareness state, or any whatever you come up with. So not finding myself in anything, I am that. But I could not find, because to that there is no second. So what to do?
Do the dishes.
Huh?
Do the dishes.
No, I don't do my dishes. I have a girlfriend. I do my dishes in my house and she is doing it in her house. It's a total separation. But there are more dishes in her house. So what to do? So from that reference point, which has no reference point, all of that relatives reference points are just shifting. This is like consciousness shifting to the reference points of consciousness, but consciousness can never find its home in one of these reference points. So for consciousness, there will never an end of self-inquiry. It will always look for itself, but it cannot find itself because there is no second edition of consciousness. But now the dream is of a second edition of consciousness. That consciousness can maybe find consciousness, and that already implies that they are true. So if the basic is a lie, the basic whatever idea that they are true, that's it. And you cannot stop it, because this is a phantom consciousness who believes. It's like a lover who believes in the beloved. A lover in love with himself. The lover, the loving, and the beloved. This is all the consciousness game. And the lover, by whatever means he wants to know his beloved. Out of love. How can you stop that? And now the seekers coming to this mountain, this love affair turned sour. It became a hate affair. Now they want to stop this love for themselves. But it's too late. So there's a love affair and a hate affair. Both is unconditioned. And the beauty of it, unconditioned, means it will never condition what you are. It has no consequences for what you are. It's not, you'll never get more in love or less in hate or anything. So none of these experiences condition you. There is no consequence in whatever for what you are. No consequence at all. All these events have no consequence. for your nature. Fantastic. All these shifts of consciousness and all these awareness masters and I amness masters and things, they tell you this is like your home, this is, I realized my true nature. They're all lying. They're all part of realization. It's a liization. Realize talking to realize. Real liars talking to other liars. And then relying on each other, because they're just repeating what other liars had said. That's called realization. But reality is uninfected by any of that. So what to do? Be what you are. Be what you cannot not be. And the rest is, thanks God, fiction and empty. And all these ideas come and go and enjoy them, because it will take a while. It can take a bit longer than you can imagine. So, because that what never started will never end. So as without beginning as reality is realization of reality. So what to do? There will maybe never any end to that story. That's why they make it this loop, this roller coaster. This is just one vertical cut into that infinite time. So this eternal now is here now, because it's internal. It has no ending. And this moment already happened infinite times before. Because it never is coming by coming, it's not going by going. So what to do? So I'm talking about the joy of your nature, which never needs to enjoy itself, to be itself. That's the nature of joy. And not just, it was a confirmation. So, they cannot even stop their bloody phone, but they want to stop their mind. You can turn down the volume at least.
That was not me.
No? Someone around here. That's very close. You again? That's always a typical woman thing. Just in case. Get back.